No.
Brain-computer interface. What is brain-computer interface? BCI involves the brain's cooperation to send electrical signals that control BCI involves the brain's cooperation to send electrical signals to control a mechanical device, like it is a part of its natural representation of a body. More precisely, BCI is a system which measures the neurosystem activity and processes this activity to convert it to an output that can be used by a computer. It is often directed at researching, mapping, assisting, augmenting, and repairing cognitive or sensory motor functions. In 1929, recording brain signals from the human scalp gained attention when the German scientist Hans Berger recorded electrical brain activity from the human scalp. Brain-computer interface was first described by Dr. Graimann in 1964. Research on BCI began in the 1970s at the University of California, Los Angeles. BCI research and development focused primarily on neuroprosthetics applications, which aims to restore damaged hearing, sight, and movement. The first neuropathic device implanted on humans appeared in the mid-1990s. So how do they measure the brain activity? Well, BCI relies on the human's brain activity to produce electrical and magnetic activity. So sensors can detect changes in those activities. EEG is a recording of electrical activity from the scalp with electrodes. And EG is a recording of magnetic fields associated with brain activity. The setup in this man's head are the cap electrodes, and that's the amplifier, and the computer process the signals. So, how do we measure these brain activities? The electrode cap transmits signals from electrodes to the biosignal amplifier, a device that converts the brain signals from analog to digital format. Then, a computer processes the data that runs the BCI application to analyze brain activities. So, how does the signals get processed? Well, there are three stages. First is the pre-processing. It aims to simplify subsequent processing operations without losing the relevant data and to improve signal quality. The second stage is feature extraction, where the application uses algorithms of BCI to calculate and extract essential features or properties. The third stage is detection and classification, one of the most important part, where the BCI detects and classifies patterns and translates them into appropriate commands for the BCI application.
Now we go to the three types of BCI. The invasive BCI, partially invasive BCI, and the non-invasive BCI. For the invasive BCI, it is targeted for people with paralysis. It is implanted directly to the gray matter, which is composed of dendrites, axons, glial cells, synapses, and other things that are important for the neurological system. It also produces the highest quality signals. The con of having invasive BCI is it produces a scar tissue buildup, but it's only a physical defect only. So I guess it'll be okay. Next is the partially invasive BCI. The partially invasive BCI devices are implanted in the skull. It can produce better signals, but not necessarily better than the invasive BCI. It has a lower risk of having scar tissue. The last one is the non-invasive BCI, where you just wear a device. You just wear a device and no surgery is done. It is easy to wear, it produces poor signals and it disperses the electromagnetic waves created by the neurons.
So for the applications of BCI, first is medicinal applications. It provides disabled people with communication, environment control, and movement restoration. One example for medicinal application would be the EEG, which was said earlier. mentioned earlier. For the military applications, it is used to control robots that function in dangerous or inhospitable situations, and these situations are dependent on the temperature of the place. For bioengineering, it develops passive devices for monitoring function, and it is similar to that of medicinal applications. For brain-operated wheelchair, it provides enhanced control of devices. And for multimedia and virtual reality, it is used to control in computer games.
Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is said to be the human-made system that is able to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence. It can help improve our way of life. Machines will be able to do jobs that require detailed instructions. So these are some examples of artificial intelligence: machine learning, computer vision, natural language processing, robotics, and pattern recognition. Artificial intelligence has two types. One is strong AI and weak AI. Strong AI is said to be the stimulating the human brain. Strong AI is just like an artificial intelligence that substitutes a human brain. For example, one example is Asimo, which helps humans to do jobs easier and faster because Asimo is programmed to do jobs like humans. One example that Asimo does is to serve humans. Another type of artificial intelligence is weak AI. Weak AI behaves like a human, but do not give insights on how brain works. One example is IBM's Deep Blue, which substitutes a human brain by playing chess. Deep Blue is well known for its million moves in chess, and no one has defeated that artificial intelligence, Deep Blue. These are some of the negative impacts of artificial intelligence. Less work for humans because as artificial intelligence substitutes human brain, less work for humans is needed. That's why less jobs for humans, which is a negative impact. Programmed to devastate. Another negative impact is AI errors and quality. AI errors because after the artificial intelligence is programmed, there is somehow wrong codes used which will trigger for wrong purposes. One example is when you program an artificial intelligence robot to destroy other country, but if it encounters errors, it can destroy your country and not your enemy's country. Negative impact of quality is when the quality used to make the artificial intelligence is somehow poor. It can malfunction, which leads to failure.
Artificial intelligence can be applied in hospital and medicine, heavy industry, toys and games, speech recognition, and computer vision. The field of AI research was founded in Dartmouth College in the summer of 1956. The precursors of this artificial intelligence are automatons, formal reasoning, and computer science. There are also three branches of artificial intelligence: common sense, knowledge and reasoning, genetic programming, search and pattern recognition. Common sense, knowledge and reasoning are the abilities to judge, perceive, and understand things, while genetic programming is the technique used to encode, modify a set of genes. Search and pattern recognition are machine abilities that focuses on pattern recognitions and regularity.